friends, I'm back for a bit of a different vlog. So if you don't know Brie from Four Paws in a Book, you should. But she is doing a mini version of her Scattergorathon, which used to be her TBR game, but now we're going to do this from now till the end of the month. So I am actually doing a lot for the last month, because this last week I'm trying to catch up with stuff. I don't think everything I read is going to be in this vlog, but I do have a lot of stuff. So I'm going to roll 2 times. I'm in the middle of an audiobook that really does not have a vlog that it's a part of. So basically what you do is you roll a 6-sided dice, you get a prompt, and then you roll another 6-sided dice and you get a letter. So yeah, I'm gonna roll twice. I'm listening to Mirror of the Beast by Alexandra Bracken. So I am just going to see if I could get that as an audiobook to include in this vlog, because I really haven't included it anywhere. And then I also need a physical book, but that book I'm like almost done with, so I'm gonna finish it regardless, but I would like to put in this vlog if I can. So yeah. The prompts for this week is 1 is stars or night sky on the cover, 2 is a nose on the cover, but there can be other parts, so basically like a person, or maybe just a nose. A book involving time, so there could be cover, clock on the cover, time travel, time loop, flashbacks, you know. A final book in the series, or most recently published of an ongoing series, so like to catch up on a series, basically a TBR vet. And this is books that have yellow on the cover. So these are, Brie is the mastermind behind the Amazing Readathon, and these are prompts that people thought were gonna be for the Amazing Readathon and then just wasn't. So I'm gonna roll my dice and see what prompt I'm getting, and then what letter, one word of the title has to start with. So let's do that, and I'm just going to show you guys on my phone. I had dice, and I don't know, when I move my bookshelves, I do not know where I put them, so I'm just going to have to like either like buy new dice or try to find my old one. But okay, so that's a 2. My god, I have like so many different things. And my new little printer I bought is not working. Well, it's working, I just haven't, it's not there yet. It's a 2, so we're at a 2. Okay, so read a book that has a nose on the cover. So that, in theory, I think I could read Mirror of the Beast if that works, but it has to have a nose on the cover. All right, and let's roll again, a 6-sided dice, and see what one letter of the book needs to start with. So let me roll that and see where we're at. A nose on the cover. I'm also trying to read some e-arcs this week too, or like just arcs. Okay, so 6. Okay, let's see. So 6 on the cover. 6. So 6. Oh my god, I'm like doing so much on my phone. I really should have printed this stuff out, but I did not. So that's okay. 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 So nose on the cover, Mirror of the Beast. Okay. So that means I won't be able to read Mirror of the Beast for this one. So it has to have a nose on the cover, and one of the words has to start with an S. Okay. Okay. A nose on the cover, and one of the words needs to start with an S. All right, let me go see what I have that I want to read, and then I'll report back. Bonus points if it has yellow on the cover. So let's see what I can find. So this will definitely be a fun one because it will be really, really short. So I'm gonna read Full Shift by Jennifer Gooden and Kat Seaton. This is the second. It's not a series, but they wrote another one. They wrote one last year, and it was like a different type, but this is a werewolf story, and it's very, very quick. It comes out in August, so I will be getting a bit of a head start on it. So yeah, I'm gonna read this from my physical book just to kind of, you know, give myself a bit of a break. I've been reading a lot of like really, really long things, and this will be perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna start this. So let me roll again, just so I'm trying to get Mirror of the Beast on here, and if this roll does not work, I just won't count it. But I would like to try to see if I can count it, just because I'm already listening to it, and I'm gonna include it, and I would like to include it in this vlog, and if I can't, I can't. But I don't really have a vlog for that book, so just because there is a potentiality that it can work, I want to include it. All right, so let me go to my Safari. All right, we're gonna roll again. Okay, 1, which is, oh, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. You know what? Here. All right, 1. This is not gonna work. I know this is not gonna work. All right, well, that's okay. We can still just do it to see. All right. Yeah, it does not, oh, does it have night sky on the cover? Okay, because P would definitely not work. Yeah, okay. Let me just go see if it has the night sky on the cover. I don't think so, but this might just not. I just might not include this, but we'll go. I did actually look on it, and there is a night sky on the cover. So, Mirror of the. Okay, so I either have to get 2 or 3. I may just fudge it a bit and say I get 2 and 3. But I'll show you what the number is, and if worse comes to worse, I will just include it. There was at one point where Bree says you can just do the prompts and not really worry about the letter, so that may happen, but maybe fate will be kind to me today. Oh, was it? It may have been kind to me because I did really, I just want to include it somewhere because I am reading it for like, I'm reading it, I'm on a blog tour next week, so I do really need to like get that done. Sorry, this is a very long start to this vlog, but I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting my stuff done. Also, I know August is going to be crazy busy. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to be listening to Mirror of the Beast by Alexandra Bracken. I have like 3 hours left of that, and I'm going to be physically reading Night Full Shift by Jennifer Dugan and Kat Seaton. This is a vampire novel, graphic novel, which I think will get me ready for spooky season. So I hope to just come back, read half of this, come back, give you guys my full thoughts, and then kind of go back when I'm done. But my focus for tonight for, you know, readathon, like just relaxing, is I'm going to try to finish Mirror of the Beast by Alexandra Bracken. That's going to be something I'm going to try to finish because I really haven't talked about it anywhere, and I am on a blog tour for it at the end of next week, so I need to get it read. I'm going to see if my mom wants me to run to town and get us food. That may help with my listening a little bit. But when I come back tonight, also tomorrow is the start of the Olympics. So this will be an Olympic vlog, which means I'm going to be waking up at really, really weird hours to watch the Olympics. Today was women's podium training. Tomorrow is the opening day of the Olympics. And then Saturday is men, and women is on Sunday. So that's what I'm going to be doing a lot this weekend, just kind of watching. So this will be a nice, at least I'll have 1 book definitely done, hopefully 2. And then I'll kind of take you through my weekend. I will be fully transparent. I am in the middle of doing another secret project vlog, which you guys will see a lot later. So after I finish Mirror of the Beast, I'm probably going to switch my listening to those books for a different vlog. Unless like I need a mental break and I may just want to read something for fun. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get to that prompt. But yeah, so I'm going to go see if my mom wants me to go to town and get us food. I will go see, and then I will come back when I read about half of this, and we'll chat then. Bye. Book Dragons, so we're here to start our readathon, first weekly vlog, and I don't even know how long these vlogs are going to be, honestly, just because I do have August off. So I am participating in 3 different readathons for the month of August. I'm participating in Ping Pongathon, which most of those prompts I really can't tell you because we're keeping them secret, but just know I'm trying my hardest in every book I read to work for all 3 readathons that I'm doing. So just keep that in mind. So Ping Pongathon has secret prompts that I can't tell you about. The Magical Kingdom readathon that I'm Team Villain, I can tell you about, and I can also double up for prompts on that. And also Battleathon, which is your goal is to read 5-star read with royal words. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I really was thinking about my first book because I'm starting this vlog a little bit early. I'm starting it like the 31st, but I honestly don't think I'm going to read as much as I wanted to today. I mean, I may. So I am going to pick up The God and the Guillermo by Sophia Kim. I am really trying to read my special editions. We're also heading into my birthday month. This is one of my prettier editions, and I want to read it. So this will be my first book that I'm going to start with. It will count for I will tell you the prompts I can tell you, but Battleathon, this is honestly a 5-star read for me. It's pretty, I think, so I'm really excited for this one. I really hope that I enjoy it. For Ping Pongathon, I can't tell you anything about it, but for the Magical Kingdom readathon for Team Villain, this book can at least count for Jafar, which means it has a snake on the cover. So yeah, I'm really excited for this book. My goal is to read 100 pages and give you guys like an update on it. This is my Pretty Fairy Loot edition, and my rule for myself is I could only keep books that I love. So So I really hope I like this book because this cover is stunning. These edges are stunning. So yeah, I also wanted to do a little bit of a book haul because I did get some mail in this week. So we'll just start off with a book haul. I got my copy of Mirror of Beeson by Alexandra Bracken. I just read this book in August. In July. So I actually put this in my haul pile because I can wrap it up when I read it and hold it up. But this one was really, really good. I gave it 4 stars, but I'll talk about that in my wrap up. I also got in my copy of The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which I'm going to count this book as a sequel. So if I read it for Sequelathon or my sequel vlog, I may just put it in there, even though I think it is the first book in like a new series. And then I also got my Owl Crate book, which is The Spell Shop by Sarah Betters, which I think I'm going to keep this book because I really, really like The Spell Shop. So, but I'm going to debate that and see if I do want to keep it. So yeah, so right now what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go make sure my dog is not getting into trouble. She tends to get into trouble. And then I'm going to rewatch gymnastics tonight because the men's all-around final was today. And they did okay. I wasn't expecting them to like make it onto the podium, but I was hoping. But I want to rewatch it and prep myself for tomorrow because tomorrow is when Rebecca Andrade, Suni Lee, and Simone Biles go for all around, and that's scary. Obviously Simone Biles did not get to compete last Olympics, so I'm excited to see what this run-up will be, and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna probably get myself ready, get ready for ping pong-a-thon sprints, and see if they announce anything unique and different. But unless something goes horribly awry and I have to change my book, I'm going to read The God and the Guillermo for my first book of August, which I think will be a very, very good trend. I would love for this vlog to read a lot of my special editions, but I'm just going to see how that all goes. So I will see you guys when I have read 100 pages in this, unless something goes horribly awry and I have to change my book. Hope not, but that has happened to me before, so I'll be back. Alright, so I'm gonna catch up on this and I'm gonna see if I'm in the mood for this, and if worse comes to worse, I guess I could do enough and I could re-roll. But it is a bit of a quicker read, and I am being honest, I am watching the Olympics right now. So it may be good to kind of have something that I can just kind of like float through. Let me just go look for one more option before I like make a concrete decision. But okay, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I think I'm going to give Sarah Bowenton's Guide to Witchcraft and Mayhem a shot. This is the second book in her Roseanne Day Brown series. It is definitely like vampire-ish and such, so I think, and it's the second book in a series, I haven't read it yet. It is not that long. I think it's a little bit under 300 pages, which means it'll be perfect. I'm also being a little bit transparent, and I am watching the Olympics as I'm doing this, and I've had to catch up on the series. It was vampire-ish. So yeah, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read about 100 pages for this book, and then I'm gonna give you guys like a check-in about it and just see like how long it is. I'm also watching the opening game, so it won't be like me reading consistently, but I'll be reading a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm gonna read the first 11 chapters of this book. I'm gonna just stick a bookmark in at the end. I really like the first one. I really like Roseanne A. Brown's writing style, and the first book left off on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm excited to get back to it. I really do like the characters, and I really do like her writing style. So this is Ghanaian folklore, and I'm excited to dive back in. So I'm gonna go read this one, read about 100 pages of it, and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Hi dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. I did end up switching my book because I realized that I could be reading business casual, and it is the end of the series, so I was trying to follow the prompt more appropriately, which is good. Also, my dog decided this morning that she wanted to attack my book, so if I love this book, which I probably will, I'm probably gonna have to go get another copy because it's very, very muddy and messy, but that's okay. She's really, really cute. If I can snag a photo of her in this vlog, I will, but she was very, very upset. She was upset, but I wasn't outside and she grabbed it. So, but I did end up reading about 100 pages into business casual, and I'm having a super fun time. One thing I do like about this series is they all give me friends to more or acquaintance to more vibes. I love this town. It's small town vibes. Basically, you follow the sister of Beckett, Nova, who's opening up a tattoo shop, and you follow, oh, what's her name? She got married in this book. I can't remember her name. The heroine from book 1 from Love Light Farms. Stella. They get married at the first chapter of this book. So basically our hero is Charlie, and he's her half brother. So he kind of decides to send them on like a very expensive 2-month honeymoon, or a month honeymoon, to Italy. So he has to kind of step up and stay at the farm, and they're at this thing, and basically our heroine Stella, who's very, very nervous and anxious and thinks like having a good time might help, propositions him, and he doesn't have the best reaction. He's like a little bit starstruck and overwhelmed. So they don't do it that night, but they're kind of like in each other's hair because he's going to be in town for a month. She's trying to get her tattoo shop parlor off the ground, and I'm having a fun time. We also see a lot of the other characters. It's small town vibes, it's cozy vibes. If you're really a Stars Hollow fan, I would check this book out. Book 2 gave me Suki and her husband's vibes. Like, this is just really, really cute. So I'm having a fun time. I'm read about 100 pages. I'll probably read a bit more. I'm also today's men's qualifying. My men did not do the best. I mean, they did pretty good. Some of my men had a fall, so I'm gonna watch all day to see like what the final standings are. I didn't wake up as early as I wanted because they weren't even showing it, but I'll watch at 8 o'clock tonight when they do the replay. Hopefully we'll have more men, but I like to watch the Olympics when I can, so that will be probably what I'm doing for the whole 2 weeks. So I'm probably not going to watch a lot of TV shows other than when it's not on, but especially when gymnastics are on, I tend to watch that. So I'm going to go read a bit more of this. I'm having a fun time. It's giving me vibes. And I'm going to go watch gymnastics. I'm going to go watch men's, Chinese, and Japanese. They're probably going to take the 2 gold medal spots for the team, but I'm just excited I get to watch them. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. I'm back. It is a lot later. I literally spent the entire day pretty much watching gymnastics and Olympics because it's the first day of the Olympics, and I am going to be honest, my audiobook game is going to go down for the next 14 days just because there's a lot of gymnastics to watch, and that's like my favorite sport of all time. We had our men's podium training. No, we had our men's qualifying today. Qualifying is one of those days that I think that just are heartbreaking because you're so hard for like 4 years to get to this one, well, 3 years because it's a trend. And then things can just go horribly awry that you cannot predict. So I'm really excited to see what team final is because I know the men have been really hoping for a team medal, and I'm hoping that they get it. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up a lot earlier than normal. Wake up at 5:30 to watch the women's and just, you know, see the glories that how amazing they are because they're really, really amazing, and I love all the women on this team this year, so I'm really, really excited. But when I was doing that, I was editing and just like crafting a little bit. Sorry, this book is like a little bit disgusting because my dog got it with her paws when she was muddy. But I wound up reading to page 200 in Business Casual by B.K. Borison. I'm having such a fun time with this book. It's probably going to wind up being a 5-star read. I will say B.K. Borison writes more steam than I necessarily like. Like, I am perfectly happy with like open door scenes. These scenes go on for a while, and that's just not my favorite thing. But the other parts of this book are just so charming, so fun. Definitely like the Friends to More vibes. Like that they have a history. I like that they're acquaintances. It's definitely steamy, I will say that. But I love seeing all the side characters. We don't have Stella and Luca in this book because their exit is why Charlie is here. I also like Charlie as a character. I like Nova as a character. I like seeing all the side characters. It was just, there was a lot of elements of the story that kind of brought all the books together, especially for all the other couples. I feel like have an ending moment, and I'm really, really enjoying them. So it is about 8 o'clock, which means the primetime coverage of the Olympics is about to start. So I'm going to read as much of this as I can. My goal is to read another 100 pages before I go to bed tonight, but I am going to go to bed a little bit early because I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. But I'm not going to do what I did today. I'm not going to like fake get up. I'm actually going to get up and eat this tomorrow morning, so I actually have to do that because then I just won't get out of bed and I will just lay there. But, so yeah, my plan is to read another 100 pages. It is men's qualifying is today, and then there's a lot of runs I want to watch, but you cannot watch everything in the Olympics as much as I would like to, so I'm going to focus my primetime coverage on everything that I can't see, but that is the plan. Really, really fun time. I'm liking all the side characters, and again, I just love this world. I love B.K. Borison a lot. I think she's a great writer, and I'm adjusting to the steam level, so I also love how like the title came, and I also love that Nova is doing like a tattoo parlor. You don't ever see a tattooed heroine, so that's really, really cool. I also got my Pokey book because this is set on a farm, which is great, which I didn't think I was going to get a book set on a farm, so that's actually super exciting. That was one of the harder prompts I was having. So yeah, I'm gonna go read another 100 pages of this. I'm gonna go watch the primetime coverage of the Olympics, and I will be back. If I read 100 pages, I will give you guys an update tonight. If not, I'll just give you guys an update tomorrow. Tomorrow is also women, so I may leave my house tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. That is the plan. But right now, I'm going to go watch this. Go watch the Olympics, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey, I'm back. I'll be honest, the Olympics is totally taking over this week. I woke up really early this morning to watch women's. Women's was chaos. It was chaotic. If you have not watched it, I'm going to spoil. Simone Biles is incredible. Hands down. Best of all time. We'll just say that. She competed with a hurt thigh. That's really, really painful, so give her a lot of credit. We're still in the middle of the competition, so I don't know what it all shakes out to be, but US has a good chance of qualifying in first. Simone and Suni are going to make all around, which I'm really excited for. Jade had a really, really rough day. I think she's dealing with like a stomach virus, which just sucks. So she had a really uncharacteristic fall on floor. She was able to do her vaults correctly though, so that's good. But very, very nerve-wracking. I get more nervous than them, and I'm just watching from my house. But now I'm going back and I'm watching the other subdivisions because I was not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so I did wind up getting up to page 300 in Business Casual. Really having a fun time with this book. It's going to be a 5-star read. I'm just loving being back in this world and these characters. The spice level, I would say, is relatively high for a contemporary romance. I know that originally these were indie published, and I think she's probably just finishing out the series the way she wrote all the books, but I'm having a really fun time with it. I think the characters are really, really fun. I love Charlie as a hero in this one as well. So yeah, I'm having a fun time. I'm gonna go wrap up the end of this book, and then I'm gonna kind of give you guys my full updates. We'll do another roll, and then we'll just see where another book takes me. I'm definitely gonna try to focus on some contemporary books for the next couple of days, just because, if I can, just because like, that's really the only thing I want to read right now, just because I'm kind of watching a bunch of stuff in the background as I'm watching the Olympics. But yeah, I'm having a fun time with this one. I will give you guys an update when I can, when I'm done, and then we'll do another roll. Bye. Dragons, I'm back. So it is a little bit past 4:30. I did wind up finishing Business Casual by B.K. Borison. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. But I really like this book. I'm going to give it 5 stars. I really like the characters in this story. Definitely more steamy than I necessarily like, but that's just a personal preference. So I'm going to still give it 5 stars. I liked it. I like seeing all the characters. I really like these 2 main characters. I liked how we got to see like the town in this story. All the side characters felt very, very invested. And this book really focused a lot on found family, even though technically Charlie is Estella's half-brother, but I just loved how this family really adopted Charlie and how Charlie really came into his own in this book. I also liked the business elements for both the farm and also the tattoo parlor. I had a really, really fun time with this one. So we are going to pick another book that I can read during more Olympics. So I'm going to roll my dice. Ooh, a 6. Okay. Whatever photo I see first, that's going to be what it's going to be. So we'll see whatever photo I see first. I don't know if it's going to be the prompt or the letter, but I will just go. Sorry, they're always like not where I need them in my camera rolls. So I'm going to find them for a second. Okay, so the first thing I see. Okay, so I have to find a book starting with an S or has an S in the title. Okay. All right, and let me just take a photo of this. Okay. So it has to start with an S. Okay. Okay. And then let me do, I checked another photos, which should be easier to find it. An S book that is a, okay, prompt 3. Okay. So a book that starts with an S that is prompt 3. So prompt 3 is a book you don't know much about. Well, luckily, I just got back from ALA, so I have a lot of books that I don't know a lot about. So I'm going to go find one of my ALA arcs that just has a letter S in the title, or has a letter S, and I'm going to pick that one up. This one was a 5-star read, so I'm really trying to pick books that I don't think I'm going to love because Battle-a-thon starts Wednesday, Thursday. So I am going to go find a book that has an S in the title that I don't know a lot about, and that will be my book. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick up The Secrets of Rosebriar Hall by Kelsey James. This is a Kensington book. It's coming out in July, and I literally just saw this cover and thought it looked really, really cool. So I think I'm gonna read this one. It's also a shorter one. A Gilded Age opulence swirls with madness, manipulation, and misogyny in this gothic moment to gaslight as society's women drugged and isolated by her menacing charismatic husband decides it's time to fight back. Okay. So that is going to be what I read. And yeah, I don't know much about it, so that's perfect. It starts with an S, and I'm going to give it a shot. I will also be reading this as I watch the Olympics for the next couple of days, but it is another quicker read, so hopefully I can read it relatively quickly. I also haven't read a pure mystery in a while, so yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm going to go start this. I'm going to get about 100 pages in, so I'll get up to page read the first 16 chapters of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. But yeah, I'm excited to start this one, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Chickens, I'm back. Oh my god, today was so stressful. I was watching the men's gymnastic competition, the team final. I will admit, of course I like women's a lot more just because I could follow it, but I have loved men since Sam McCulloch in 2012 when I started watching. I am so happy that they have bronze. That was like such an exciting meet, and I know everyone cares about gold medals, but honestly, like, any medal in the Olympics that you get is so exciting. Like, it just is. It's just so exciting to me to have them get any medal. To be in the Olympics is such an accomplishment, but oh my god, seeing those boys work together, putting up a team final, so proud of themselves after they had such a hard qualifying meet, especially for Brody. That just was amazing. Oh my god, I'm so excited to rewatch the replay because I could actually sit back, relax, and enjoy knowing that they did get the bronze. But very, very good. And in the middle of doing all that, I also read 100 pages of The Secrets of Rosebriar Hall by Kelsey James. I'm really loving this book. I'm having such a great time with it. I honestly did not read for the 2 hours that I was watching the gymnastic competition because I was too excited and too anxious. But I will definitely read when I watch the recap because now I can just sit down and relax and enjoy this. I'm really liking this book. Sometimes I like readathons because it makes you pick up books you're not planning on picking up. But I got this from Kensington. It comes out in July. It's about this main character who, what is her name? Millie. And you kind of start in the present and you kind of see her getting ready for this party. It's set in 1908 on Long Island. So she has a house on Long Island. She's getting ready for a party with her husband. And then the party happens. You don't know what happens. And you kind of flash forward a little bit, a couple of weeks. And she's basically drugged in her apartment with her husband. And her husband is saying something happened. You know, your friends don't want to see you. And stuff comes out. She doesn't have any memory of what's happening. And because this is 1908, women's mental health is taken into account and they don't believe her. But it basically comes out that one of the people at the party died and they think that Millie did it. And Millie is like, this is not happening. She's very, very confused. She doesn't have a memory. And she starts uncovering what happens. And I'm really intrigued. Like 100 pages in, I am captured. Like, I do not want to put this book down. I am so invested. I really like Millie as a main character. I really struggle with thrillers because I tend to be, I don't like characters. There was, I think it was March. It was either March or April. I think it was April. I was on a thriller kick and I was just reading a lot of thrillers and I didn't like any of them. So this book with a really likable main character is super working for me. And also, again, with my Bridgerton vibes and Bridgerton moment, I'm really liking it. So, tonight I'm going to read another 100 pages of this, get up to page 200 at least. I'm also going to rewatch the replay of gymnastics because that is my era. And then tomorrow we're going to get ready for women's team. They had some lineup changes, so I hope it works out for them. I always get nervous for team because team is what everyone cares about. And I honestly just want them to go out and hit 8 for 8 or like, you know, not, let's see. 9 for 9 or however many, I think it's 12 for 12, and then be safe and they will be fine whatever middle they get. But I'm happy that they're all back. This is definitely my favorite team and I hope Jade's feeling better. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to go read 100 more pages of this. I'll give you guys an update. If I don't update you tonight, I'll definitely update you guys tomorrow. But I'm really, really liking this book. So thanks, Brie, for the prompt. Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. It's actually the last day of the month, so I did not get to read any of this book yesterday. I had a really bad headache, and I was honestly watching women's gymnastics, and they got gold, which is really exciting. Today is Wednesday, and Paul Judah and Frederick Richards are going to go for the all-around, which I think is a bit of a hard one, but I'm still really excited to watch, and I've literally been watching the Olympics for like a week, and I'm probably going to keep doing that, so I'm going to have to read a bit more because I'm on 3 competitive readathons next month, but I definitely, my goal is, because I am past 50% in this, I'm probably just going to try to read this for the rest of today. I have to read like 100 more pages, which I think is definitely doable, but I'm having a really fun time with this book. I think it's possibly could be a 5-star read. Like, I'm really liking this, but it's a very different type of mystery, and one that I'm going to have to look at more books from Kensington because I like how they craft it. But basically, like I said in my previous clip, you follow this girl who, something happens at a party, she can't remember, her husband is accusing her of murder, and she basically has no power, so she decides to kind of, you know, figure out what happened at her house, and she's like that night at her mansion, because it's called Rosebriar Hall, is her inheritance, and things kind of go from there. And there is a romance here. There is like a second chance romance that is embedded into the story, which I like because that's my favorite trope. And I'm just having a really fun time with it. It's definitely getting to be, it's talking a lot about women's power and women's agency, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really curious how the story is going to wind up. It definitely did deal with a lot of domestic issues in this time. I think it's set in like 1908 on Long Island, so there is some New York. I live on Long Island, so there's some Long Island vibes as well. I'm really liking it. It is not as gothic as I was expecting, because it doesn't really, well, at least this part of the book doesn't really take place in the house, but like it does give me like 1920s vibes, so I'm really having a fun time with it. I'm gonna go read another 100 pages, and then I'll kind of wrap up this vlog, and then I have to go sort of decide what I'm gonna read next. I don't think I'm gonna finish anything else in July, so I'm just gonna kind of like decide what I want to read for my first book for tomorrow. But I'm on like 5 readathons, so I gotta find a book that like works for everything, which is a little bit challenging. So I will be back when I'm done with this, and we'll chat. Bye. Okay guys, I'm actually here to wrap up this vlog, so thank you so much, Bree, for hosting your Scattergorathon vlog, because I actually had a lot of fun. So I just wound up finishing The Secrets of Rosebriar Hall by Kelsey James. I gave this book 4.5 stars, so I'm gonna I'll burn it down to 4, but I had a really fun time with this book. I thought it was like a solid mystery, a lot of elements that I enjoyed. It was like, you know, I normally read like historic, like Regency romances and also mysteries, so this had a lot of both elements. It also was very much about the female experience in this time period and how women really had no agency. I like the second chance elements of the romance. I just had a fun time with this book, and I gave it like 4.5 stars. I think the pacing was a little bit off at moments, and towards the end of the book it was a little bit hard to feel connected to the characters, but I had a really fun time with this book and gave it 4.5 stars, and I'm really happy that I read it. And how happy that prompt came up, because I don't know when I would have got around to this book. So if you're like a historical mystery reader, I would recommend this book. So the first book I finished for this vlog, and actually so funny, the bonus prompt for this was because everyone thought that one of our prompts was going to be like have books that have like gold on the cover, and all my books have gold on the cover, and that was like not even planned. So the first book I finished was Full Shift by Jennifer Dugan, which I gave 4 stars to. Again, this is kind of the thing I felt with both of these books. They were a little bit rushed, but this one was a really fun time. I think that this would be a great book for like early fall, and I think when it's like finalized and has all color, I think would be even better. But I had a fun time with this one, an LGBTQ plus vampire or werewolf romance, and I had a really fun time and gave this one 4 stars. And then I also finished Business Casual by BK Forrest, and then I gave 5 stars to. This is the end of the Lovelight Farm series. So yeah, this was a really fun vlog. I definitely read less than I wanted, but that was just because the Olympics are on, and that's really my focus right now. But I got 2 4 stars and a 5 star, so I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go start my next vlog for the endless readathons I'm doing in August, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.